Good morning. This is Susan, and this is Susan's Ramblings. We're on day 19 of the garden produce recipes. This one, I've got several of them for you again today, and then I've got an oddball one that I think will come in very handy about Christmas time or Thanksgiving time. But so be sure and watch for that and get that one out. First one we've got is spinach stuffed tomatoes. Yes, we've got tomatoes, and I like tomatoes all by themselves, or I like them with cucumbers, or I like them on a salad. But here's something different with the tomatoes. And you stuff them. And as it says, it's spinach stuffing. It's a good recipe. It's an easy recipe. Yeah. All my recipes are quite simple and quite easy, I think. At least that's my opinion. It doesn't take me long to do these. This original recipe came from a Taste of Homes magazine. And it was some way for them to get the children to eat vegetables. And it worked out for them. I like this recipe. I don't have the frozen spinach often, but in our senior boxes a lot of times we get canned spinach. Not recently because the vegetable vendors, they're having problems with the vegetable vendors. They can't find any. So I've drained canned spinach and used that instead on this recipe. The next one is another one, and it's called pizza style tomatoes. Remember a couple days ago I gave you a pizza style zucchini one recipe, and this is just about the same, except you're using tomatoes. Otherwise it is, yeah, and you're using different seasonings in it. But that's a good recipe too. I like anything with pizza. I like anything with tomatoes. So this is a winner to me. Okay? Alright, our next one is, let me get it apart here. Yep, you guessed it, zucchini again. I have lots of zucchini recipes, okay? Because I get lots of zucchini and I get tired of the old recipes. So I look for something new. This one combines both zucchini and corn, and both of those vegetables are in season, at least in our area. So you take your you just cook it together. Very easy. Okay, very, very easy to do. It says 2 medium zucchinis. Make sure with this recipe that you get the younger zucchinis in there, because otherwise you're going to have too many seeds in there. So there you go. You can also, I would say, if you have the bigger zucchini, just take the seeds out and use it that way. Okay, there's your zucchini and corn recipe. Next one is, this one has got a lot of the vegetables in, and you start with your cauliflower, carrots, broccoli, and those are the ones that you use mostly. Then you will put those, cook them all together, and then you put the mayonnaise and so forth, mayonnaise and the onion, your horseradish, salt and pepper, and put those all together, and then you combine the breadcrumbs and the butter and the paprika. Then you put your vegetables in a baking dish. You you put your vegetables in the mayo mixture first, and then you pour it all in the baking dish, and you top it with your breadcrumb toppings. Very easy one, very simple. Like I said, it takes more time to prepare it, to get the vegetables ready than it actually does to prepare it. It's also a good side dish with your meats and so forth. Next one, chili green beans. And this one is a little bit different. A little bit, I gave you a chili green bean recipe, I believe, a couple days ago. I don't remember anymore, but I think I did. Anyway, for this one, you use the fresh beans, a teaspoon of butter, and a dillweed, and you can't get much simpler than that, can you? You cook your beans, excuse me, cook your beans until they're tender, and then you drain all but 2 tablespoons of your liquid. You add your butter and your dill, and you stir it all up the coat, and you've got dilly green beans to eat as a side dish for whatever you're going to have next. Meatloaf, yeah. Can't think of anything else right now. I don't have much meat. I don't buy much meat anymore. I can't afford the meat. When you got a fixed income of less than $10,000 a year, you have to give it up somewhere, and meat is where I've gave up. Okay, next one, garden chowder. It's getting cooler. It will be cooler next month, and it is cooler here with me today. I was only supposed to get up to 70 or so. Yeah, it's cooling off. So anyway, you use your vegetables as a chowder and as a soup. And this would be, I would say, towards the end of the season for the things, or anytime, I guess. I have soup I make soup when it's 100 degrees. Well, not quite 100 degrees, but when it's warmer. And then I put it in the freezer. Okay, so that's what I would do with these. I wouldn't add my flour and my milk and so forth to it, but I would, well, maybe I would. Yeah, I think I would, and I would freeze it all. You can freeze all that stuff. Okay, then you freeze it. But that's your garden chowder. No meats, just plain old vegetables. And I can't get this thing separated for this thing. I'm talking to myself. Okay, people? Won't come out. There we go. Alright, here's our oddball one. I don't know how many of you buy stovetop. I do. I like stovetop because it's very, very simple to put together. But I just found this recipe, and I think this is the recipe I'm going to go by from now on. So I don't have to buy the stovetop that's got all the artificial coloring and artificial flavoring and blah on it in it. I know exactly what will go into this one. So I believe this is the one I'm going to make. And I will have it in I'll make several of them, in fact. And I will have them in my pantry so I can just grab them. That'll probably be one of my projects next week. This week is still pretty filled up with canning and with dehydrating. But I don't know, maybe I'll find time to just do a few. I got some bread, a loaf of bread that's getting kind of stale. And so maybe I'll just use that bread and make up a bunch of this stuff. Anyway, this is what you do instead of your stovetop. This would come in. I use stovetop. I mean, I use that dressing all the time. It doesn't have to be just Christmas or Thanksgiving or any special holiday. I will use it even during a plain old dinner with whatever I have. With whatever meat I decide to have. Okay, there's your stuffing mix. Put this one aside so you can use this quite frequently. The first part of it just gives you one batch, and then you add your water and your butter when you cook it up, just like stovetop. So, but I think I will be making 2 or 3 batches, so I will have them in my pantry when I need them. Let's make ahead one. This is day 19 of our garden recipe, and God bless you. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.